Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for stopping by. Checking out this bizarre radar again out here in Arizona. This is the second time now in the last 24 hours. This happened last night, pretty close to the same time. And it lasted for the better part of five and a half hours, probably. Skies, at least the radar, is showing something quite extraordinary in the skies above Arizona and parts of Mexico. And I'm going to show you the sky. There's nothing there. In fact, on my wife's phone, she got a weather alert saying heavy rain. This was like 30 minutes ago. Heavy rain in the area soon, like this evening. And if you look at the radar, it looks heavier than heavy rain. I mean, these cloud tops, you can see here at windy.com, showing 80, 90,000 feet cloud tops. I mean, again, that's beyond extraordinary. But I'm going to show you that there's really nothing in the sky. I'm looking around at other places around the world, thinking maybe, okay, could it be heat? Radar does not detect heat. We're going to check infrared and visible, by the way, too, here at Windy. But there's other places that are hotter than Arizona. Yeah, it's hot here today, but that should not influence a weather radar, You can see there's storms over here in Oklahoma and Kansas and parts of Illinois. We're going to look around different parts of the world that have similar climates to that of Arizona and see if these extraordinary readings are showing up there too. I mean, it's almost black down here in southeastern Arizona. That's indicating if you read that in the literal sense, read the radar, it's showing a cloud completely off the charts. Doesn't even really go that high. I mean, it's black. That's almost at the edge of space. No joke. That's over 90,000 plus feet. I don't know why it's doing that yet again. We're going to look at, in fact, I'm going to show you the temperature out here. This was as of 5 o'clock when I took this screen grab. Temperature in the Phoenix area, 115 degrees. Been pretty hot today, but that shouldn't have anything to do with the weather radar. It wasn't this hot besides the last couple of times it did that. Just showing this just because we've got 10% chance of rain, but nothing like what we see on radar. 13% humidity. Nothing out of the ordinary. UV, I just took a screen grab again on my phone. This is the UV index. 1.9. UV is not showing anything extreme. Nothing is showing anything extreme. I'm going to show you a video and picture of this area of the sky. Right here. Here's the sky. I just took that picture less than 45 minutes ago. That's the sky right there. That the radar is showing us dark purple. There's the clouds, at least as far as I can see. Right there. So we're going to go to the visible format here at Windy. We're going to look at different aspects of this phenomenon. We're going to look at different places around the world. In fact, we're going to do that right now. I mean, it's hot over here in parts of Southern California in the desert. 115, 116. Mexicali, it's very warm. Don't see anything over there that looks like it does over in Arizona. It's just odd, that's all. Go over to the Sahara. You don't see anything over there. Of course, they don't have a lot of instrumentation in the middle of the Sahara. But we can go up to Saudi Arabia. You don't see anything in that area. Very hot, dry climate. Very desert-like climate. Don't see any bright purples or dark purples. Desert areas up in through here. No. Only place on Earth is right there. In fact, let's look at some webcams. We're going to look at a webcam here at Windy down in Tucson. Blue skies. There is a cloud there. But that shouldn't cause the radar to read it. I don't think it's extending at 90,000 feet. Looks like a normal cloud, you know what I mean? And that is Sawmill Run and Loma Linda. And that's down just north of Tucson. Right in the general vicinity of these very dark purple clouds. They're showing, you know, lightning. They're showing extreme downpours. Unreal. Let's take a look at Tucson itself. Not sure of the direction. I think that's looking south. And whoops, go back to Tucson. Make the window bigger. There you go. Okay, that would be looking to the north. This is 11 minutes ago. The sun's over here to the left. That would be west. Doesn't look like anything super unusual. You know, it's like a normal day. You know what I mean? Looks like a completely normal day. But this is showing us anything but normal. Here's another area here. This is south of Tucson. Now we do see a few clouds, but they don't look like, to me, they're reaching up in the 90,000 foot range. They look like normal clouds. That's south of Tucson. You know, those aren't anything new. We see clouds. So, I don't know. I'm going to show you the skies here in a minute. We're going to go over to the visible satellite, check the same area. And again, you can see some clouds like we just confirmed in the Tucson area. We don't really have any clouds here in the Phoenix area. Put it on start. That's just the plain, simple, visible satellite. We're looking at clouds. Now, if those clouds are reaching up into the 90,000 foot range, then our atmosphere has got some issues right there. That would be some sort of a world record. Okay, there's visible. Here's infrared. Don't see any anomalies here on the infrared. See what I mean? I mean, it doesn't look any different than it does over in Oklahoma, or heck, the clouds in Oklahoma look taller than the ones out here in Arizona. Look. In the Springfield, Missouri area, south of Kansas City, Missouri, I mean, those clouds look 3 times as big as the clouds in Arizona. Those things are huge. Look at that. In fact, I'll go back to visible. See how much bigger they are? And then we go to the weather radar. And there they are. Those are heavy thunderstorms. We see those all the time, pretty much on a daily basis. What in the world is going on over here? You know, I mean, that is just way out of bounds. And this is an excellent platform. Windy.com is one of the best in the world. No joke. I'm going to show you the sky. I don't want to be too repetitive, but I've been watching this for a while. Saw it yesterday evening, but it was late. So I wasn't going to do a live stream when, you know, most everybody was asleep. But I do have recordings from yesterday of this same phenomena. I think you guys are going to be quite surprised. Here's a screen image from yesterday. And again, yesterday lasted for, I think, almost 5.5 hours. About 5 hours and 20 minutes, right around that ballpark. And we'll see today how long it lasts. I'm not going to do a 5.5 hour live stream. I just wanted to touch base with you guys about this phenomenon and let you guys know I'm watching it. I've been watching it. I just don't do a live stream every single time I see it. And I haven't seen it that often. This is only like, I don't know, this is like the third round of this phenomena, whatever it is. It happened at the end of May, 1st of June, like 4 days in a row. It happened 1 or 2 days in the middle of June, and now it's occurring again. Okay, here's a little video clip of the sky. No clouds, just a few clouds. Now here's the radar. This is when it first started, around 5 o'clock, a little over an hour ago. I mean, it looks super intense, and you know you're expecting a deluge, a heavy rain. I mean, if you look at that radar in the literal sense, I mean, it's time to head for high ground. But there's no clouds, no rain, no dust. Don't get it. No comprende. So this is a radar that's new. This is a different app. I just want to cross-reference, you know. This isn't just showing up on one weather radar app as an anomaly. Windy is very, very good. The app you're looking at now is called My Radar, and that's the one that I use on my phone. I also use Windy on my phone, but I'm just showing this for comparative purposes. You can see the rest of the United States, nowhere else, except right there. And yesterday, of course it's early, but yesterday evening around 9, it was down into northern Mexico. Very intense, much like it is right now. Whatever that is referring to, there's nothing going on in the sky. There's the sky right there. Sun over to the west, that's south. Now you're looking southeast directly at those purple radar signatures, but there's nothing there, as you can clearly see. And I put them side by side here. There's the sky. In fact, it's majority blue skies. You got that one little patch of clouds right there that are probably 15,000 feet up. That's a screen grab from yesterday evening. I mean, it looks like something from the Large Hadron Collider, that splatter of light. It almost looks like a, you know, particle acceleration, but it's not. That's the radar detecting something. I don't know. This is no coincidence. This is like the 8th different time this has happened in 6 weeks. 3 separate occasions. Probably, I'd have to look. I do have it documented 8 times, 8 independent days, 3 separate occasions. What I mean by occasions is like the first time it happened, it occurred for 4 days in a row. The second time it happened for 2 days. And I'm talking about evening time. Actually, the second time it occurred, it was during the overnight hours. I just happened to catch it when I got up because I get up early. And I was up around 4 a.m. and there it was. And it had been on throughout the overnight hours. And then now we're counting 2 days in a row, yesterday and today. So that would be 8 different times. I mean, that is just so bizarre. No joke. No joke. Well, in fact, we'll check some webcams up in the rim country, you know, even up in the Sedona, Flagstaff area, Prescott, Camp Verde, Payson, extending over towards the Wickenburg area, Buckeye. I mean, all the way down into southeastern Arizona. Benson is surrounded by these very, what appear to be dark clouds, but there's really not much going on. Let's look at the webcams. Let's say Fountain Hills. Okay, here we go. This is 9 minutes ago. We're more than likely looking south because the sun is on the right, which would be west. So we're looking south, east is to our left. Normal day. You know what I mean? There is nothing unique. I mean, it's just a normal day. If you looked at that webcam, okay, it's a normal day. But we are right in the middle of something, according to the radar, quite extraordinary. Yeah. Okay, let's go up into the rim country a little bit. You want to? I mean, you're seeing some pretty ominous radar signatures there, like it's pouring rain, which, don't get me wrong, we could certainly use the rain, but it's not raining. Okay, here's a camera. This is up near, this is like a highway cam, huh? I've never used this one. This is north of Glendale. Okay, loop, probably loop 101 westbound. Yeah, we're looking at the sun, so this is probably facing west, slightly southwest, maybe a little bit. Again, you know, normal day. It's not pouring rain. In fact, it's hot and pretty dry. I mean, we need rain. I don't think we would need quite this much. Okay, let's go up to Flagstaff. You want to? Yeah, it's like the radar, something's reacting. The radar is reacting to something. That's what someone had suggested, and yeah, I totally agree. Looking at Flagstaff, you know, it looks mostly cloudy. That's how I would interpret that webcam right there, or Skycam. Wouldn't you? Mostly cloudy day. And that's not uncommon. There's San Francisco peaks. A lot of times those are snow-capped, even into the summertime at the very top. I think they're 10, 11,000 feet at the top. Yeah, right there, San Francisco peaks, Flagstaff. That would be looking to the north. That is accurate. But again, you know, just a normal day, man. Nothing out of the ordinary at all. Let's look at I'm not sure. That was like looking at the road or something. Okay, let's go over here. This is west of Show Low, southwest of Snowflake. A little bit of cloud cover over there. Again, kind of like Flagstaff, mostly cloudy. Let's take a look. Let's go right into Phoenix. How about that? If we can look at the sky. Okay, here we go. Kind of looking at a hillside here, but we can see a little bit of the sky. You know, it's hot. It's a kind of in fact, it just looks hot in that picture. If I had to analyze that, I'd say it looks very hot. It looks like it's looking to the east. Not exactly sure there. Let's go over here by Apache Junction. How about that? Now this is looking south because the sun is to the right. Actually, this is looking southwest. But again, and in fact, there's the clouds. They've gotten a little bigger that I just showed you a picture of in the little video. They're right there. Same ones. That's it. It's the same clouds I just showed you. I took a video myself. But there they are. They've gotten just a little bit bigger. That's all. They're normal clouds. Not anything extraordinary like we're seeing here. But that radar, I've cross-referenced it to two different apps. It's detecting something on a clear day. Overall, for the most part, it's clear. You know, it's not raining. It's not storming. This isn't a glitch. Like I said, windy is awesome. There's no other way to describe it. Awesome.com. Windy's very good. I'm just looking at, the moderator sent me a note from Lucinda saying it looked like the storm systems could be forming in reverse, implying a 90,000 foot cloud top like we're seeing in those very dark purples and blacks. And that's a decent theory, other than, we have clear skies though over here in, the Queen Creek area, Phoenix area, Fountain Hills. The skies are clear. So there's no clouds to invert. But, hey, it's a thought. But that shouldn't be purple and black. I mean, there's just no way. And then Mangla Martinez wanted to know if something was being deployed from space. And according to those clouds, that's pretty much up at the edge of space, pretty close to it. I mean, it's way up there. No joke. And then I'm just looking at some of the comments the moderators sharing with me. I don't have time to manage all of that by myself and then keep things, because I'm watching multiple radars here. There's only one on the screen, but I'm looking at about 4. Benoit, compare last time I saw it. I will. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to compare side by side. We'll have all 3 side by side. How about that? And then Lalo suggested that it could be detecting a large amount of energy. And I completely agree. It's detecting some form of energy. You're exactly right. But what type of energy is this detecting? Because energy is the base of everything. What are we detecting here? That is the $1 million question. What are we detecting here? What's the radar trying to tell us? It's trying to tell us something. So I'm just going to keep monitoring the radar. I'm not going to do, like I said, a 5-hour live stream. I just wanted to share this with you guys because honestly it's quite fascinating, whatever this is, because you don't see this every day. In fact, I've never seen it until this year. And I've cross-referenced it with yet another platform right here. So it's not any type of a glitch. Something is being detected in the atmosphere, and it's unique to Arizona and parts of northern Mexico. It's unique to that part of the earth. It's nowhere else on earth. Nowhere. And every time this has occurred, which has been 8 times now, this is number 8, it's the only place on earth that it's ever occurred that I've ever, because I always check. I'm like, okay, where else is this occurring, It's unique to this part of the world. And thank you, Obi-Wan. And then Obi-Wan suggested, again, we're all just kind of trying to think outside the box here, perhaps a CME, a coronal mass ejection, but the ozone is weak in this area. I guess it's a possibility. That's why I check the UV every day. UV is managed by the ozone layer. The ozone layer is nothing but oxygen with another molecule. O3. That's all it is. And trust me, I keep a very close eye on the O3 of Spaceship Earth. And it's been solid out here. It's been solid. It hasn't been wavering hardly at all. In fact, it's always between 11 and 12, and it's consistent with peak solar. It's low in the morning. It peaks at around 12:30, and then it's low in the evening. It is very consistent with the sun angle. So UV and ozone in this area at least right now, aren't problematic. No. But that's a good thought. You know, I've thought of it too. You got to look at all angles, and that's definitely an important angle for sure. Ozone and O3, you know, it's one of the most important layers of our shield. If we didn't have it, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. So that's why I check the UV. And most of you guys watching know that. So UV's good. It's solid. And just having a lot of clouds wouldn't cause this, because I can assure you there's more clouds over in Oklahoma right now and parts of northern Texas. You want to see some clouds? Here, I'm going to show some clouds. Check this out. Those are some tall boys right there. Now those are in the 70,000 foot range right there. Those are huge supercell thunderstorms. See the -70, all that means, that's how tall it is. The higher up it goes, the colder it gets. That's why it's measured in temperature. So the higher up it goes, the colder it gets. It's not rocket science. There's some tall clouds, legitimately tall clouds, and if we look at them on the radar, bada bing, they look normal. We've chased storms before. That's what they look like. Those are strong thunderstorms right there. You bet. Very strong. What's going on over here? There's no clouds in the Phoenix area. Sure looks like it on here. Now over here, big time clouds. Loaded with energy. There's a lot of negative ions and positive ions here. You talk about energy. This is loaded with not only electrical current, but water. You know, negative and positive particles making contact with the ground in different structures. There's hundreds of lightning strikes going on here, probably in the thousands. You know, per hour. In that area, those storms are very strong and they're supercharged, probably capable of producing large hail and very heavy downpours. Guarantee you, people in Oklahoma right now, I'm trying to look at some areas that, where are we at? Benicia, Big Cabin. Big Cabin it's pouring there right now. And that's what those clouds, that's what they do right there. It's not turning the radar purple. No. Those are, all of this through here is, in fact, in areas where there's no clouds, it's turning the radar purple. See? That's showing, let's go here to the center. 81,000. Woo! I mean, there should be bowling ball size hail in that area, if that is in fact true. But here's the tall clouds. We'll go to visible, and here's some real time. I mean, within probably, what, 5 minutes? Real-time tall clouds occurring in Missouri, Kansas, parts of northwestern Arkansas, and a big portion of Oklahoma, over into northeastern New Mexico, the Texas Panhandle. Very, very large clouds that are reaching way up into the sky. But those are classic supercell thunderstorms. They happen here all the time. It's quite normal for that area. And let's see if the radar is showing any purple clouds. No. In fact, if we look at the Tulsa webcam, there's what the skies look like. look very similar to what's going on in Arizona, right? But for some reason, the radar out here is in a whole nother world. A whole nother world. Don't know, guys. That's just quite interesting. That's all I can say. And we can all guess, you know, and they're all legitimate guesses, you know. But at the end of the day, at this point, I can't say that I've ever seen anything like that. And I've been doing this for a long time. Does that make me the oracle of knowledge? Absolutely not. But I've been doing this for a long time. I've never seen that before. And I trust Wendy. Wendy is wise. Wendy is good. Yes, sir. So, I don't know, guys. It's very unique. It's just another piece to the 2020 puzzle, you know. 2020 has been a very interesting year. And I think everybody can agree on that. Now, we can have different theories about what's going on here, but at the end of the day, the sky in our area right here where it's purple, it's pretty much blue sky. Right there is what it's looking like. Almost all blue, except for over in the west, where there's a few clouds. But, I mean, nothing unusual at all. And that's from yesterday evening. Actually, when it first started, it had been going for a little while, but that's a screen grab from yesterday evening. Now we're back to today. And it seems like it's getting stronger, or at least it's getting larger, whatever it's going on, what's going on here, what it's detecting. Oh, there's a camera right there. Let's check it out. Can't see too much of the sky. Where are we at? Oh, Nogales? Okay. Whoops. Why did I do that? Sorry about that. Now here we've got some clouds, but these look low. This is Peck Canyon South. There's some clouds, but they don't look very tall. You know what I mean? Those are low clouds. Let's go back to Nogales. Can't see too much of the sky there, but you can see the shadows on the ground. So the shadow being left, sun right. So this is looking south. What little of the sky we can see, I mean, it looks sunny. It looks like a normal day, you know. But right north and east of Nogales, there's that big, ominous-looking cloud signature, storm signature on the radar. So we don't have any rain here, guys. It's clear as a bell. There's just a couple of clouds in our area. It's showing, and even forecasting, very heavy rain. And it's just simply not happening. Nothing going on, at least right now. Just checking out the super chat real quick. Thank you, Van A. Dulles. YouTube admin, thank you. And Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan, tell us what's happening, Obi-Wan. That is very rare. Don't see that very often. So this is like number 8 since, I think the first time I saw this was May 31st. I'll look back and I'll put together, you know, a little slideshow of each day that we've seen this, because I have documented this because it's so rare. And we'll take another look at it tomorrow. Carol, the purple means the cloud tops are in the 90,000 foot range. about 2.5 times as tall as 747 airplanes fly. I mean, we're talking to the top of the stratosphere. About 17 miles high, if my math is correct. That's what the purple and black is telling us, that there's cloud tops here that would be in the like negative 100 degrees Celsius. Yeah, literally 2.5 times as high as a 747 airplane flies. That's what that's telling us, and it's just not there. Okay, all right, I'll stay on, guys. I just don't want to be too repetitive. I've got people asking me to stay on, which I will. I don't mind, but I know when I get too repetitive, you know, I get it. I totally understand, but this is just what we're watching right now. And I want to stay focused on this. If it's too repetitive, I apologize. Good idea. We'll go to null school. I'll pull null school up. Rick H. All right, Rick, here we go, man. Null school is an old friend of mine. Yes, sir. Me and null school go way back. I've just used null school for a long time. It's good. Try to use the good ones. It's how we learn, you know. All right, I've got null school. I'm just pulling it up, guys. Airflow, surface. All right. Here's null school. We're looking at airflow, and it doesn't look out of sorts. I mean, it should be showing 150 miles per hour, and it's not. You know what I mean? Schumann's good. We can look at the Schumann, though. Absolutely. I checked the Schumann earlier, and it was actually pretty quiet. The asparagus national consensus and Neely Mountain. The asparagus peaked out at 136 inches. So it stopped growing, but it grew so just extraordinarily fast. That's what made that so fun to watch. It was a doozy. All right, I'm trying to. There we go. This is where we're at. 33, 111. There we are. That's where we're at. Somewhere in that ballpark. Let's go to the Schumann real quick. Schumann, you guys are all familiar with Schumann. Doesn't look out of pocket. In fact, it looks, pretty quiet, really, compared to a couple of days ago. Nothing there either. Because I've been looking around too. But I always watch Yellowstone. I feel that these volcanoes, especially the big ones, they're super sensitive. That caldera, it's super sensitive. It's like a seismograph of its own, like a global seismograph. These things are sensitive. But for some reason, Yellowstone, It's been acting different, that's all. I'm not saying that, it's going to do anything. It's a big volcano, a super volcano. It should have movement, you know what I mean? But the movement that I'm used to has changed over the years. I mean, I'm seeing energy off the chart, on the chart, a steady flow, from one side to another in different strengths, different frequencies. I'm seeing what look like, multiple mini quakes or magma intrusion. There's a lot going on here. There really is. And there should be, after all. It's a super volcano, But it looks like it has for the last several months. But, it's very hot over here in Needles, Arizona. It's hot. But I don't see any purple over there, so that tells me, it's not the heat. I mean, no. Been out here when it's been 120 and the radar didn't look like this. Been out here, with monsoons and dust storms and never looked like this. Now I just got a thing on my phone that says, in fact, I took a screenshot and I'm going to save it. It says, moderate rain starting in 10 minutes, possibly stopping within an hour. And it just might. Okay, I just... Amy, I'm going to have to repeat myself. I'm sorry, guys. And I will. I just don't want to be too repetitive. Now, we're looking at some sort of a radar anomaly here at windy.com. And windy.com is an excellent source of weather information. I'm sure most of you guys know that. If you don't, check it out. And I'm not a pitch man for Windy. They don't even know me. But I love their website. It's a great website. One of the best in the world, and this is not a mistake. I've cross-referenced it with another weather application, so it's being detected on two. On the other one, it's there. It's just in a slightly different capacity. Don't know what's going on. The purple and black are telling us there's cloud tops that are reaching extraordinary heights in the 80, 90,000 foot range. And it's telling us there's going to be extreme weather, and there's not. In fact, it's telling us there's extreme weather occurring right now over our heads, or at least my head, and there's not. So this is like the 8th time this has occurred, and up to this point, it doesn't have an explanation, because the chart, they use color code. Color code on the radar, light green is very light rain. Yellow and orange is moderate rain. When you get into the reds, like you're seeing over here in Oklahoma, because they're having some severe weather right now, and very, very light orange and even light red, like right there, that's pretty intense. I mean, that is, in fact, that's very intense right now above parts of the Texas Panhandle and Oklahoma, getting some very severe weather. Well, according to the radar, that's occurring out here in Arizona, but about 10 times stronger, if that's even possible, and it's not occurring. I mean, if those color codes were accurate, the cloud tops were reaching, oh my goodness, 90,000 feet. It's hard to even say. So if it could loft hail, water and ice up to those levels, the hail would come back down to Earth the size of a bowling ball. Because the higher the hail goes and the longer it's held aloft, the bigger it gets. It's not rocket science. And then gravity takes over. When the gravity can outmuscle the wind, that's why We were looking at null school. We were looking for extreme updrafts. That's what we're looking for here. We should see updrafts in this area of 150 miles per hour. But we're not. If that were indeed, you know, what was going on here, if there was that type of extreme weather occurring here, we would see here at nullschool.net 150 mile an hour updrafts. We would see hail on a major level. Hail would be coming down the size of bowling balls. It would be unbelievable. But there's nothing going on. That's what we can't figure out. At least in the Phoenix metro area, you can look at the camera right there. Look, sun's out. And there's the cloud I took a picture of a little while ago. The only thing that's happened is the sun's gotten a little lower on the horizon, and that little stretch of clouds has gotten just a little bit bigger. That's it. But according to the radar, it should be pouring rain. And it's not. You just saw, it's a clear blue day. So, this is kind of strange. That's all. Timmy E. What's up, Timmy E? I know Timmy's watching this. Timmy sends me some good data. Timmy's a radar man. Oh yeah, he don't miss a trick. Timmy don't miss a trick. I try to stay on top of it too, Timmy. I don't do a video about everything I see. With something like this, yeah, I'll do a live stream about something like this. But I do share pretty much everything I follow. You guys know that I try to share everything every day. Especially things of extraordinary nature like this here. Exactly what it means, I don't know, guys. I'm trying to learn as we go here. We're doing this on the fly, literally. This is something that's unexpected, you know. It's not like, okay, there was a chance of severe weather in Oklahoma today. You know, I knew that this morning. So we expected this. We're not running into this severe weather on the fly. Well, I knew it was coming. No big deal. It happens, you know. But this here just kind of just happens. What is it? No, it's not a glitch. The radar is in motion. This will be on here for a while. If it's behaving like it has in the past. And it's on another radar, so I've got two different radars that are showing the same glitch that use two separate platforms. So yeah, you're not going to sell me on a glitch. This responds to energy. Responds to energy. It just can't respond to nothing. If it was a glitch, it would do it every day. So I can't do that. I won't even entertain the thought of a glitch, because it would be glitching worldwide and the platform wouldn't even work. So you're telling me it glitches in the same place on the entire globe? Oh, nice try. Okay. Yeah, it's a glitch. Maybe this is a glitch. Is this a glitch over here? You people in northern, is that a glitch? Gotta be. It's not raining there. Those lightning strikes aren't real. What's the matter with you? Come on, man. These instruments are top notch. They're good. Wendy's good. Not sitting here on somebody's backyard ham radio. This is good stuff. No. Not buying a glitch. This is responding to something. There's something unique going on here. This is the 8th different time this has occurred. So, what it means, don't know, guys. We've looked at Windy, Null School. Don't know. It's not showing any extraordinary winds. But for some reason, the radar is sensing a form of energy. It's detecting something, absolutely. And it's moving around. My radar is in motion, it's moving. Yeah, there's something extraordinary occurring, and it's way up in the upper levels of the lower atmosphere. It's at the bottom of the stratosphere. So, you know, maybe we're not able to see this from the ground. I'm just looking at it from all angles, you know. Here's another webcam here, a sky cam. Looking up to the sky, maybe there's something occurring way up top, you know. It's the only thing I can think of that can kind of explain what's going on here, because these instruments are good, you know. They're always accurate. It's not a glitch. These instruments are very good. I mean, they're eerily accurate. Follow hurricanes sometime. These things are good. So, I don't think it's a glitch personally. Nowhere close to a glitch. It's detecting something in the atmosphere, and it's very unique to this part of the Earth. If this were a glitch, you'd see it in southern Australia, you'd see it in Iceland, it would pop up all over the Earth. It would be very, very random. There's something unique to this part of the world that's causing this. It's not a glitch. A glitch would show up all over the Earth. Come on. Radar is in motion, guys. Yeah, there's something unique going on here. I don't know what to think of it either. But it's quite fascinating, whatever it is. It's saying that those cloud tops are very, very tall. But there's some sort of, my personal take, there's some sort of interference that's causing these readings to show up like this. There's something unique here. That's why it only happens here. If it was a glitch, you'd see it all over the place. So there's something unique to this part of the world, whether it's in the ground, in the mountains. Don't know. But it's reacting to something. Everything in the whole universe is a chain reaction. And you guys all know that. You don't need me to tell you that. Every action has a reaction. So this is reacting to something. So, I don't know. It's just kind of unique. Like I said, it's just another component of the whole 2020 experience. 2020 has been a very bizarre year, you know. So this is part of the 2020 experience. What that may be, I don't know. But I'm going to wrap it up for today, guys. I appreciate you stopping by, but I just don't want to be too repetitive. But here's another radar that it's currently on right now as I speak. I think there's some sort of unique energy that's just unique to this part of the world, that it's reacting to something, whether it be from the sun. I don't know. I think it's something from space. 3% observer. Could it be supercharged particles? Well, I suppose, but what would be the attraction? What would attract them to this location of Earth? You know, is there something unique in Arizona that would attract these things? Because they're all over the universe. And the reason they move, they're attracted to things, you know. They move from place to place. Energy is in a constant state of motion. It never stops. It just changes form. You guys know that. So what we have here is a transformation unique to this part of the world. because energy never stops. It changes. That's pretty simple, really. So there's something unique going on here. I personally am convinced this is not a glitch. This has happened 8 different times now, just in this area. And it always looks a little different, but the same. Got the same deep purple and black, but it's always a little bit different. So it's not like, okay, it's some weird pixel that pops up and we see a weird pixel here and there. It's not like a pixel. This is rolling energy. It's moving. It's responding to another form of energy. That's all. Just what is it, you know? As long as it's not harmful to anybody, it's kind of neat. What's going on, you know? So, like I said, it's part of the whole 2020 experience. Just embrace it and then move forward. We'll try to learn from it, you know? That's why we're documenting it and looking at it and talking about it. Maybe we'll figure it out. Maybe we won't. But at least we try, you know? At least we try. Because I want to learn. It's a never-ending quest. None of us ever have it all figured out. Yeah, I know, Croissant. I've found other radars that don't show it. I've found 2 that do. I'm sure there's more than 2 that do, and I'm sure there's more than 2 that don't. But Wendy is one of the best in the world, and it's showing it. I trust Wendy, and I always have. Wendy's very good. It's detecting something. So, don't know. It's not wind. These things aren't programmed to detect wind on this type of radar. It's detecting something, you know, in the atmosphere. It sends out a signal and it waits for a return. You know, it's called like a Doppler scan, a radar. You know, it sends energy and it waits for energy to return. And for some reason, these returns are quite extraordinary today. And they were last night. And this has happened during the overnight hours too. So it's not just unique to a certain time. It can happen during the overnight hours. It may last for 2 hours. It may last for 5 hours. You know, if it was a glitch, I would expect to see a random pixel here and there, you know, that looked out of place. It's not anything like that. But again, I'm not the oracle of knowledge, you know, about these things. It's just my opinion. But you can see how it's moving. It's moving very uniform, like a cloud structure would move through the sky. It's not bouncing and glitching and pixelated. It's very smooth. Just like it is up in Oklahoma. If you go up there and look at the storms moving through the area, very similar in nature. Just moving through the sky at, you know, 20 miles an hour, 22 miles per hour, whatever. So, kind of unique, guys. I don't know. We'll keep a close eye on it, though, tonight. Try to figure it out. That's all we can do. Constant quest for knowledge. It's infinite. It never ends. So, another component to 2020. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for all your input. They're all great ideas. You know, we'll look and see if it's here tomorrow, and I'll see how long it lasts tonight. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there, guys.